Welcome to my YouTube channel, everybody. My name is Jay. I'm 60 years old, and about 2 months ago, I hit the weight of 305 pounds. This was a major wake-up call to me. I'm not someone who tracks my weight obsessively. I can go for weeks without weighing myself, and I'd always been in the 270, 280 range. So getting on that scale and seeing that my weight had gone up to 305 pounds was a real shock. I had been on vacation for a month and was pretty free with whatever I wanted to eat and drink, but it was amazing that the weight could come that quickly and that I could actually be that heavy. So I decided it was time to do something serious. I'm 60, I've tried to diet before, I've lost 30, 40 pounds here and there, I've done keto, I've done paleo, I've done the Mediterranean diet, and you know, they work, but there's a lot of room to cheat. There's a lot of room for a treat day. There's a lot of room to maybe have some extra carbs one day or another. And I found that I'd have a lot of cravings, and eventually I always give in to the cravings and go back to my old habitual patterns of eating too much and eating the wrong things. So I did some research and I came across a video by a guy named Dr. Jordan Peterson. He's a psychiatrist who decided to do something called the Carnivore Diet, where he ate only meat for a period of time. He did it mainly to work on clearing up some autoimmune issues that he had, but he also lost 40 pounds in just a few months. So that got my attention. I did some more research, came across a video by Joe Rogan, and came across a couple of YouTube channels that were helpful, Homestead Now, and Dr. Ken Berry, whose information left me feeling much more comfortable about trying this diet out. So I made the decision to do it, and I made a commitment to do it for 30 days. I did it for 30 days. Felt much better and lost 15 pounds. So I made a commitment to do it for another 60 days, a total of 90 days. So I'm on day 61. Yesterday was my 60th day, and I did my weight check-in. I'm weighing myself weekly, and my 60-day results are I have lost a total of 43 pounds, which is a serious amount of weight. That's like 11 bricks. A brick weighs 4 pounds, and it's like I've just been able to drop 11 bricks that I was carrying around with every step, everywhere I went. And the best thing is, I feel great. This diet has been so beneficial in so many ways. I'm walking much more, I'm a lot less achy when I walk, and I'm a lot less achy in general. Some other things that have cleared up for me over the last couple of months. I had sleep apnea. I was sleeping with a CPAP machine, and if I didn't, I would be snoring all night long. That's cleared up. I don't use a CPAP machine anymore, and I don't seem to be snoring anymore as well. Sometimes if I lie on my back, I had some allergies a couple weeks ago, and yeah, I snored a little bit then, but it's been a lot better. My digestion has been much better. It wasn't for the first couple of weeks. A lot of people report digestion issues at the beginning of the carnivore diet as their bodies are adjusting to the new regime. But ever since those first 2 weeks, my digestion has been much better. Before I started the diet, I'd feel bloated, blocked up. That's all cleared up and my digestion has been great. I'm feeling really consistent energy throughout the day. It used to be that I'd eat pretty hard, carb-heavy lunch, and I would always finish it off with something sweet, some coffee, and then a couple hours later I would crash, get drowsy, not be able to focus, and I'd go out for another cup of coffee and a pastry or something else sweet. And that would work for a couple hours, and then I'd crash again. After the first couple of weeks of getting used to the carnivore diet, my energy levels have been great. I wake up, I have a cup of coffee, within half an hour I'm ready to work, and that energy stays steady throughout the day, is consistent. No crashes, I don't feel any desire for a nap. It's just been awesome. I'm moving much better. Like I said, I'm a lot less achy, and without all that weight in the way, it's just a whole lot easier to move around. I can do yoga poses that I wasn't able to do 3 months ago. Clothes fit that I haven't been able to wear for years. It's been great. Another thing I've noticed is that when I'm lying on the floor on my back, if it's doing yoga or whatever, I don't feel a bulge in my upper abdomen. It used to be that I would feel a bulge right here, and I think it was fatty liver. Over the last couple of weeks, though, I noticed that there's no bulge anymore, and it's actually pretty flat. Whatever it was is cleared up. If it was fatty liver, I think it's cleared up. Have I had cravings? Have I cheated? Actually, no. It's been really easy to stick on this diet. I usually have 2 meals a day, and I try to keep them within a 6-hour window. I eat breakfast around 9 o'clock, and I'll eat larger meal around 2 or 3 o'clock. For breakfast, I'll just have maybe 4 to 6 slices of bacon, and I'll scramble 4 to 6 eggs. And that leaves me feeling pretty good for most of the day. Around 3 o'clock, I'll have my second meal, and it's usually a 1 pound or just slightly over 1 pound ribeye steak. I've been pulling in more ground beef over the last few weeks to save some money. It's expensive eating ribeyes every day. They're $12 to $16 a piece, and a pound of ground beef is $4. And also, ground beef is made from a lot more parts of the cow. There's different parts of the cow that have a lot more collagen, a lot of different nutrition. Ribeyes are pretty much muscle and fat, which is great, but it's good to get some collagen and other parts of the beef too. I know that a lot of people don't like beef liver, but I actually do. I don't think it's bad, so I try to eat that once a week. It's probably the most nutritious part of the cow. And since I've added it to my diet, I've been feeling a lot better throughout the week. So on this diet, I've been losing 4 to 6 pounds a week, which is a lot of weight. It's slowing down. As you lose more weight, the rate of weight loss slows. And I'd say that in the last week, I've lost maybe 3 pounds. I do weigh myself weekly, but still I'm really happy with the progress. I'm 60 years old, and through most of my life, I've been in good shape. It's only the last 10 years that I've put on weight, and I just assumed it was part of aging. It happens to a lot of my friends, it's happened to people in my family, and I had a sort of fatalistic attitude about it. I mean, we get to a certain age, our metabolism slows down, and maybe we settle for not being in great shape. But I'm here to tell you that it doesn't have to be that way. This diet has completely changed my view on this. And I'm thinking I'm going to keep going with this. I have a commitment to myself to do it through the end of October, a total of 3 months. But I'm going to have a checkup then, check my blood work. And if everything's working out, I'm going to make a commitment to do it another 3 months for a total of 6 months. I'd like to lose another 50 pounds, which at a rate of 2 to 3 pounds a week would take about another 6 months. I am thinking about speeding that up by limiting myself to 1 meal a day instead of 2, and maybe just going on a full beef diet. I've heard people have good results with that. So anyway, we'll play around with it and see how it works. I'm going to make some more videos over the next few months, and in these videos I'll check in where I'm at, and I'll share some of what I've been learning. This has just been life-changing for me, and I think there are a lot of people out there who are sort of suffering in silence with weight gain and being out of shape. We all have different bodies. This might not be the diet for everybody. A lot depends on your ancestry, your DNA, what your eating habits have been throughout your life. But for some of us, this diet makes a huge difference. And it's not common knowledge. It's not something that doctors recommend. But hey, the way I look at it, whatever damage 6 months of carnivore diet can do is certainly going to be made up for by losing 60 pounds. It's certainly going to be made up for by dropping lots of weight and getting into much better shape. I can go back to a healthier diet after a few months if my blood work isn't looking good, but it's really important to me to lose weight and get myself back into better shape. I saw the writing on the wall. My blood sugar was elevated, my cholesterol was getting worse, my blood pressure was going up. I wasn't on medication for any of these things yet, but another year and I probably would be if I didn't take action. A lot of us sit around waiting for someone else to push us, or we put the blame on someone else. I've learned from this process that I can't put the blame on anyone else for my own actions, for my own weight, for my own medical issues. I have to take responsibility for myself, and keeping to a good diet is a big part of that. Oh, one other thing I wanted to talk about quickly. I haven't been making a lot of changes to my exercise. I'm trying to get out and move more. I'm trying to walk a couple of miles a day. I'm trying to bike more. If I can, I'll bike instead of driving. Bike ride for 2 miles here and there, a couple times a day, will make a big difference. And moving has gotten easier as I lose weight. I look forward to it. After a day of working, I actually want to get out and move. So yeah, it all starts with changing what you eat. Once you change what you eat and you get through the first couple of weeks of this diet, your life will change so much for the better. And after a couple months, if you stay on it, don't cheat, you'll lose a lot of weight, and a lot more options open up to you as far as exercising and just life in general. So come back and join me as I work through this. I've noticed a lot of people doing the carnivore diet will start talking about it on YouTube after they've finished. I want to do it while I'm losing weight, while I'm on the carnivore diet and making these changes, so that you can see it can really happen in real time. Not someone telling you that it happened in the past for them, but an actual 60-year-old man doing this, making the changes, dealing with the issues that come up, and getting to a better place. I hope that whatever I'm doing can give other people hope and motivation to make changes for themselves. So if you've enjoyed this and you want to make the change, subscribe to my channel. See how things go for me over the next couple of weeks, next couple of months. And I'll try to share whatever knowledge I'm gaining to help you achieve your goals, or at least to start to get out of whatever rut you've been in. I know what that rut is like. I was there for a few years. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Please give it a like if you enjoy it. It'll help me out with the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe for future videos, and I hope to see you back. Take care.